Alright YouTube, today is a big day when it comes to Dying Light 2, Techland, and all you guys that have been waiting for this new update to drop. This is update 1.3. It's finally here. It came out today on all platforms. Alright, 1.3 is here, guys, to fix a ton of the co-op issues and deliver completely new endgame content that the community has been waiting for. Now, I'm not going to go through all the patch notes like I did before on the last update. I'm just going to tell you like some of the bigger things that are new to the game, some of the things that they added, and talk a little bit about some of the issues and stuff like that. Overall, this is a really good update. It does have some drawbacks, so let's get right into it, guys. Now, New Game Plus, if you already beat the game, you can start over, and Dying Light 2 is gonna seem a little different to you, because the biggest thing you're gonna see is you will now see volatiles roaming the streets and the rooftops at nighttime. A lot of you guys said Dying Light 2 was just not as scary as Dying Light 1. Well, guess what? Now these big bad zombies are gonna be roaming the streets. The volatiles are back, and not only that, the banshees too. There's a lot of new special infected roaming the street at nighttime, new legendary encounters, and new legendary loot, new inhibitors, a lot of different and new mechanics and things that they added into the New Game Plus that you will notice if you started over. Now, some of the drawbacks when you do a New Game Plus is you're going to lose your Night Runner tools until you get to the point in the story where you actually collect them. Hopefully there's no bugs or issues with that. We'll see. I mean, this thing just came out. But another issue is you actually will lose your PK crossbow. So it kind of, I don't like that. I don't like that at all, that they make you lose your PK crossbow. They're kind of forcing players to side with the PKs again, because it's one of the best weapons of the game. Alright, so that's a minor drawback, I guess, if you're going to do the New Game Plus, but at least we got volatiles roaming the streets now, and banshees, and new legendary encounters, so there's a lot of content that outweighs the negatives, I think. And on top of all that stuff, guys, they did add a field of view slider for Xbox X and PlayStation 5, so only next gen, guys. Sorry, the old gen does not have this yet, but this is one of the features that the community has been asking for a while, is a field of view slider, and now the next gen consoles do have this. Alright, I think Dying Light 2 overall is in just like a much better state with this update. New Game Plus adds a lot of content, and all these co-op fixes. The game should be more stable now when you play with your friends, so it should be better. You should get more enjoyment from playing Dying Light 2 now, especially with the New Game Plus. It's going to have a new feel to it. Now, there's still some issues, okay? When I downloaded this update, it deleted one of my saves, so I only had 2 saves, but I did have one with over 100 hours, so I updated the game to 1.3. I went to go check it out, see what was new, and I noticed that one of my saves is actually gone. Now, that is a big deal. When it comes to gaming, probably the worst thing that can happen is you lose a save. It's one thing if you lose all your items in your stash, that is horrible, but to lose the whole save is just another thing. So keep that in mind, guys. I don't have a lot of bugs and issues on my end playing this game on PC, but it did remove one of my saves. Now, I'm hearing a lot of reports about different bugs and issues. I can't keep up with it all through the Discord. I'm hearing issues with fast traveling, issues with not being able to sleep, stuck in the darkness or the day, the time doesn't move. So you guys really have to let me know. I haven't tested this thing like a ton, okay? So a lot of this is still new. The update just happened today, but any issues you guys are having, just leave it in the comments. Now, I'm going to jump into the game, and when you do, the first thing you're going to notice, guys, is going to be a brand new mission, and it's to basically hunt down these special infected goons, and it's going to give you a really cool reward. So there is a new mission, and then there's new parkour challenges if you're into that thing. So let's check out some of the stuff. One of the first things I want to do is go to this loot spot right here and see if we get anything good, if they've changed the loot at all. I don't know what the hell that was. That's like a new game mechanic right there. I am noticing like some new swings with the axes and stuff like that, which is cool. Let's open this thing up, man. Let's see what we get. And we get trash loot, level 6 garbage. They tweaked the grappling hook a little bit. Like after the first 2 pulls, you just basically fall. I'm having some issues with that. Let's run to the trader real quick. Yep, same garbage loot at the trader. All level 9 blue weapons. Let's try to go to sleep real quick, see if there's any issues there. If I can go to bed, looks like I can, so no issues on that end for me, even though I lost my freaking save. Alright, guys, we're going to go to some of these special encounters and see what kind of loot they are dropping. I kill always a freaking goon. So now, this is the base game, like I said, guys. I got a rude stick. That is not good, okay? But I am seeing, like, multiple special affected in the same place. I did kill this guy, and it started a chase. Let's just get down here real quick and see what he gives us. Alright, and there's the new legendary tier for the weapons that they were talking about. It's like a reddish color. The problem I have, guys, is from the testing that I've done, it looks to be the same weapons that were already in the game. I think before there was like 10 to 15 weapons in the loot pool, and I'm seeing the same ones. The reliable axe, the sword, the hammer, the rude stick. I'm not seeing anything new yet, so I don't know if this stuff is locked behind the New Game Plus or what, but when it comes to the base game, I am not seeing them adding a bunch of new and cool weapons. They did add a new legendary tier to these things, but that does not mean that they're really rare or they're really good. There's a ton of really cool weapons in this game, and it's still locked. It looks like it's still hidden. The traders are still asked, and it doesn't look like these legendary encounters are dropping that good of gear quite yet. Maybe when I do the new game plus, definitely going to see some new stuff. I hope so, and I'll do some videos on that stuff when I get to it. Alright guys, so to sum this up, basically you got new game plus, which is really cool because it's adding volatiles and banshees, and it's making the nighttime scarier, and they got new inhibitors to max out your character. They fixed a bunch of issues just in the game alone and in co-op, so the game's more stable. You can play with your friends, field of view for at least the next gen consoles. So overall, I think this is a really good update. It does put Dying Light 2 back in the driver's seat. Hopefully people are going to come back and play this. I personally got to get into New Game Plus, got to test things out and kind of go from there. We'll do future videos on like where some of this loot is and what we can actually help Techland with when it comes to new content and stuff to improve this game even more. If you guys could drop a like, that would be awesome. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.
On behalf of all its whores, bandits, and idiots, I christen you a citizen of Villador.
Alright, let's go.
Inhibitor container detected.
What the f...